Hello and welcome again to my channel. I'm John Uduma by name, your favorite travel consultant at Jaysmart Ventures International. Before we proceed, kindly look for where the subscription button is down there and subscribe if you are yet to subscribe to this channel. I will be bringing to you lots of juicy information about travel, study abroad, and a lot more. In today's video, I'm going to be exposing you to an opportunity that has to do with you studying in Canada. Before we proceed into the opportunity, let me hint you on some of the few things you might already know and some of them you are yet to know. When you check your record, especially for those who come from a country like Nigeria, you find out that getting a Canadian visa could be very, very difficult. I'm going to give you a secret. Yes, I'm sure the immigration office or immigration services might not want you to hear this, but I'll tell you. One of the major reasons why you get rejected or your visa gets rejected is because of your proof of funds. So the Canadian government wants to be sure that when you get to Canada, you are not becoming a liability to them. You would have enough funds to take care of yourself upon arrival. And that is one major reason why they're always after you owning a good sum of money to be able to meet up with your living expenses. The average cost for living expenses in Canada is about 20,635 Canadian dollars. How many Africans are able to afford that? How many Nigerians can afford that? Now, here comes the juicy offer. At Jaysmart Ventures International, what we do is to ensure that we get you opportunities where you'll be able to study at ease. And not just studying at ease, also making good money, right? You'll be able to cater for yourself. Another major problem people find or discover when they go traveling abroad is basically the issue of being able to cater for themselves. So we have so many people who want to japa in quotes, but upon arrival, they don't know what to do. Now, let's go straight to the offer so I don't spend so much time explaining things to you. This particular offer is going to help you get to Canada, right? Not just get to Canada, you will pay your tuition fee, you will pay it in full. And not just paying it in full, you will also be making money. Now, how do we go about all of this? Now, if you have been following the news, if you have been checking the Western world, let me use the Western world, right? You will find out that lots of people study even without having money. And they keep paying back what we call a mortgage loan, right, even after they are dead. These particular opportunities are in most cases open to people in the US, people in Canada, people in UK, and not accessible by lots of Africans. Today, I'm exposing you to something that will make you as an African also gain access to opportunities like this. What if I tell you can study in Canada? Yes, I mean you watching this video right now. You can study in Canada without having to pay 1 naira from your pocket for your tuition fee. And not just that, you would also be working to earn good income while you comfortably pay your accommodation fee. How will you go about all of this? We have been able to get an alliance with an organization in Canada that helps out with student loan. This organization is known as Passage. What do they do at Passage? Passage is saying we are going to give you a loan to come study in Canada, right? We will foot all your bills. We are going to take care of your living expenses that amounts to 20,653 Canadian dollars. And we are going to pay all of your tuition fee. All you have to do is to come into Canada. Take care of your flight fee, come to Canada. And not just that, we are also working with an immigration lawyer that would also help you with your visa processing. That doesn't mean we are giving you a guarantee of visa, as it is not in our discretion to give out visa. It is at the discretion of the embassy to give out visas. But knowing that one of the main reasons why people are refused visa is their proof of study, right, or their proof of funds, we have been able to beat that particular aspect. So we are going to be helping you to raise these funds with proofs from a Canadian bank to show that you have enough money to take care of yourself. Now, for you to access all of these things, we have a list of specified courses. These programs are specific. I'm going to tell you why. So this particular offer is not open for everybody who wants to study everything, but these courses we have are programs that anybody and from any field at all can also venture into. So why do we choose specific programs? We choose specific programs because we know these are the programs that give you a guarantee. We know that with these programs, even as a student, you will get a job. With these programs, when you are done from school, you will also get a work permit. And not just a work permit, you will get a job. And not just a job, you will also get a permanent residency if you choose to process with it. I am not saying we are promising you a permanent residency, but what I'm telling you is that the courses you are going to be studying gives you a guarantee of getting a work permit that can hence lead to a permanent residency in Canada. Now, why am I saying this with confidence? When Passage gives you this loan, they give you 7 years to pay back the loan. For them to be confident enough that you are going to pay back in the next 7 years is because they know that when you are done, you will definitely have a job that will make you stay back in Canada. And they know that even while you are studying, you will also be able to pay back the loan. Let me give you a scenario. So Passage tells you, come into Canada, we will take care of your tuition fee, we will give you a living expense, right, to take care of yourself. And the only thing that happens is that every month you pay back a part. Now, let's say Passage is giving you a loan of about 38,000 Canadian dollars to cover for your tuition fee, right? Plus an extra 20,000 plus to cover for your living expenses, which sums up to about 50,000 Canadian dollars. Am I right? Now, good. When you have these particular funds, every blessed month, right, you will be paying back a minimum of 500 Canadian dollars. Now, how do we pay you the living expenses? The living expense of about 20,000 will not be given to you once. Every month for a period of 12 months, you'll be receiving 1,720 Canadian dollars from Passage while you are in Canada. Now, from 1,720, even if you decide not to work at all, you don't want to do anything, you will still be able to pay back your loan. So you can tell Passage, take out your 500 plus from my 1,720, right, and give me the remaining 1,220. With 1,220, you can still comfortably pay for your rent per month and take care of your feeding. Now, imagine if you choose to work at student jobs. Student jobs in Canada is actually pays about 1,300 plus per month. So imagine you are working as a student in Canada, right? 1,300 plus, including what Passage is giving you as your living expense for 1 year. You'll be making a good sum of money, and then you are paying back comfortably. Now, when you are done, you get a job. After school jobs can give you as much as 3,000 plus Canadian dollars. You can make your research if you think all of these things are not true, right? Now, when you have that funds, you have a space of 7 years to pay back your loan. I don't need to give you the whole information here on this video, but with this little you have already heard, I'm very sure it sounds juicy and you will have lots of questions. Now, to answer your questions at Jaysmart Ventures, we have our consultation sessions, right? You could book your consultation sessions with us and ask as much questions as possible. We will run you through the whole process, take you through the application process, and guide you on what you need to do. But the big question is, how do you gain access to these opportunities? This opportunity does not come for free, because we all know that nothing good comes easily, right? Good. Now, this opportunity comes with a collateral attached to it. At first, when Passage started, right, they don't give this option of collateral, but we know for sure how most people behave. Upon arrival in Canada, they take their loans and then they disappear. They move from Canada and go to the US, and it becomes difficult to get back the payment, right? So what Passage does now is to show you are committed. Once your letter of acceptance is sent to you, pay attention to this. You will have to get a letter of acceptance from a school that we would help you process, right? When you get the letter of acceptance, it shows that you have been accepted to come and study in Canada, right? Once you get a letter of acceptance, it is a temporal letter of acceptance that cannot be used to apply for visa. Mind you, once you get that, you pay 25% of all what Passage is going to be given to you. All those calculations will be done, right? When you are doing your consultation sessions, we will do the calculations with you so you know how much you have to pay. Now, that 25% that is paid would also be deducted from how much you have to pay back to Passage every month, right? It is not a loss. Now, the question is, what if you don't get the visa in the long run? If you do not get the visa, that money you pay would be refunded to you in the space of a week, right? Now, what this happen, what we do is very simple, right? The letter of acceptance that you can use to get your visa would now be issued to you. And once that is issued to you, it is as simple as ABC. You find your way to Canada, you begin to study. Now, for you to proceed, all you need to do is to book a consultation session. I know you have a lot of questions. Those questions cannot be answered without you having a one-on-one session with a good consultant, right? To book that session, check the description of this video. you will see the link that will take you directly to where you can book a consultation session with us and ask as many questions as possible. The assurance I can give you is the fact that this would work for you if you choose to take action right now. I remain John Uduma, the travel consultant at Jaysmart Ventures International, and I'm waiting to help you. Thank you.